Hey Josh, this is Sean. Just checking out your expression animation. I've seen this a few times, but just because I was trying to find time to look at this earlier. Overall, it's pretty solid. A few things when you start looking at it a little closely could probably help make it even better if you had time to work on it. The first thing was I think I mentioned this before to people, forget if it was you or not. I always put like the base pose in the file. This shelf comes with the rig, so I'm gonna hit reset face, so it kind of recenters everything, so I can see what sort of things change when you smiled. And then I'll go and see if there's anything that stood out. So let's see. It looks like it's a pretty good smile overall. If we were going to go light the scene, we'd make sure the teeth aren't black. You can do stuff like make the teeth emissive to kind of get rid of that problem. Oh, that's interesting. It looked like that nose is not moving. Oh yeah, these guys. Just kind of move everything on the face a little. It just looked like you missed the nose. Probably, let's see, does this move? How about? I'd probably do that too, just to kind of feel the squint more. Oh. I was watching a video and was noticing the corners of the eyes move quite a bit on blinks, so I'm sure they move on squints. Oh yeah, eyebrows. The eyebrows usually do stuff on a smile. Let's see what your... Oh, we don't have a transition on yours. So. But there's definitely some... Looks like they're... Can watch this happy to angry. Because you're going from happy to kind of anger, I think it would be probably a good idea to lift the eyebrows a little bit. And it does look like the upper eyelid's kind of wide in your pose. And if we lift the eyelids in this pose, when you go into the angry, it'll be more obvious. It doesn't have to be extreme, but just something. Because I always like to just try and move everything on the face. I don't know what this thing does. Forehead intensity. I don't know. I'll leave that alone. So just a bunch of little tweaks, and then it looks like you're holding the face pretty much consistent until about 30. You can check the curves and stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty much the whole face the whole time. I always try to like find little small changes just to help things feel alive. In this case, what's going on with that? Uh-oh. Can't jump keys for some reason. I'm just gonna grab that pose and slap it there. You can even compare the different smiles. Let's see. Can't even tell the difference. It's nice. So then on your head bob, I think the timing's pretty good. I think you match your bob, but your head does a cool like lead, like starts to lean back and then pops up, which is neat. And then it settles at the end. It goes up and then settles. And there's some like reaction on the neck. So let's say we started on 1. And then, so yeah, so you're just going up, down, and then over. And I think that head thing in your reference is longer than that. Let's see. 1,000, 2,000. So I think it's 2 seconds, so you're holding your face for 3. So let's just hold it for 2 seconds. 60. Your pose changes. Let's keep that on 30. But let's do like a nod and then a settle. I'm just gonna mess around with the one curve. 30's here, so we want to go. Is this the right curve? Yeah. It does look like you're doing a similar thing where you're kind of leading into the nod. We just need to add the settle. One more. Oh, and then I think there's some eye movement in here. Well, it looks like there's not much going on your eye. Let's see. It's pretty stable. Oh yeah, your smile has a really heavy squint. You could do that if you wanted. Because then you could go from like heavy squint and just match it to less heavy if you wanted. You don't have to. But what I was looking for is, it looks like the eyes. Oh, you were probably manually moving the eyes when the head went back. That's my guess on what that is. I'm just going to lock the eyes down because it should be a little easier to animate. And we'll just, I think this makes it follow the world. Let's see. Headspace 0. So doing that makes the eyes always kind of track the same spot. So that's sort of what happens in reality. A lot of times you kind of have to move it a little bit farther back to make it work right. But now I'm sure we'll have to do some eyelid stuff. Some rigs do this automatically, but it's pretty rare. just to make sure that you don't lose the eyes when you move the head around. Just grab that guy, put it back down. Oh, okay, good. Duh. Here we go. Oh, and then there's that easing thing we put on the head. I forgot. I think maybe we're moving the eyes too much. Yeah, you can see how the eyes start to feel like a little bit more alive because now they're like tracking a specific object. So you could do a pass on your on the other poses in the same manner if you wanted, because I think the eyes just turn back to normal after after the nod. Oh yeah, there's like a little eyebrow up pop there. You can add that into your anim, that would help. Right on the top where it kind of the eyebrow kind of goes faster than the face. And then it kind of settles. You can throw that into your animation. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what can we do on the face to help? And it looks like there's a blink right there too. Right as the eyebrows come down, there's a blink. So I'd throw that into the smile section, and then the next thing you want to be looking out for in your anims is the pose changes. So it looks like the eyebrows, in this case, your face is changing before the head, and then everything kind of snaps over there. Let's see what happens in your animation. Yeah, so everything kind of goes, the head kind of leads the face change. So I think one easy way to make that feel a little more natural is to just move the keys on the head a little. I think we're going to be dealing with yeah. Okay, so we're going a little flatter and a little bit. Yeah, so then the face, still got to move it further. Let's try that. Oh, I think we want to ease out of the face change. I like how fast and snappy everything feels on the face, but it does feel like, when I'm watching your reference, there's a ease there. So it looks like, oh, okay. I don't know if that was on purpose. It kind of looks like an accident. Yeah, because there was a snap in the pose change there. but then it's just kind of timing everything right. So we want to try to start the pose change in here somewhere. What's this pose? Let's just go more. See what happens. Delete. Yeah. So watch the overlaps when you're transitioning. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Breaks up the movement. Fixed a mistake that was in there. There's definitely an overshoot on the head. What you talk? What you talk? And then it kind of your torso is moving. There's definitely some. It's like the head turns and then the neck adjusts. Let's see what. Yeah, because you could do a pass on the neck to add some subtlety into your animation. I'll leave it alone for this critique. It does look like this overshoots over here, and it stays. Definitely stays for the no. So we're gonna go 1/1000, 1/1000. Adjust. No. 1/1000, 2/1000. Almost like a second and a half. You're going and moving your head over before the no. So yeah, so split up the no, just like I did on the smile. Split up the no so he goes no. So just make sure all your actions are separated. So you have the yes and give it time to settle, and then go, huh, what's she talking about? And then hold that for a while, for a little bit, and like maybe you could adjust the neck a smidge, and then start up the no action after that. And yeah, and it's this nice little like, and you're just going into this third pose of like, just switch around and then the little wobbles. Oh, it's so good. And it starts heavy and then goes subtle, and then the face is doing some stuff like you're losing eye contact here, which is a pretty powerful acting tool that you think you want to put into your anime of time. So it's like you have eye contact, and then no, right about there, you're like losing focus and you're thinking. So the eyes are like popping around up and down. So you should do a pass on that stuff. Anyway, I'll leave it there for now. That's a good amount of things to work on. So if you have time to do a pass on this stuff, I suggest you do it. It's good for this animation's great for this assignment. It's just some notes for improving as an animator. Okay, see you later.